Hi gang, the caretaker of the realm of in-between has asked me to step in narration duties today. He's on holidays, but he's left us a little cheeky surprise. With Rift and Hankston now establishing a connection, as we can see right here, joining their two towns in a collaboration that should see fruitful benefits going on in the future. And talks are that today there's going to be more of that fruitful benefits coming our way. And with Runcorn now establishing itself as one of the powerhouse freight and industrial towns, will they now send scouts out forward to see if they can connect to anyone else, or if they are still yet alone in this world? Meanwhile, in the towns of Dukin and Citrus Hills, combined, they found themselves some new farming land across the river. As they sent their scouts out to set the area up, a surprise, a new surprise, something that wasn't there before. A new town. The town of Lions Rock. A new town scared and unknown. What has happened to them? Will they integrate well? Or will they cause trouble with other towns? We'll find out that and more today in the realm of in-between. Hi gang, and welcome back to the realm of in-between. We've got to crack on with this little intro quickly and then get on with the build. We've got to go save a logging yard. All right, but firstly, we're going to talk about this train here that we put in last time. Now, right now you can see it's actually taking 37 of 39. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I was actually going to plan on knocking an actual wagon off the back of this, but if we're actually picking up that many people at some point, there's not really much purpose, is there? Let's check the scoreboard here. We can actually see that it is running. These two, the two passenger trains are dipping in and out. Now, they will go into blue once they drop off, and they will. It's just depending on the rotation and how many people they're getting at a time. Let's just put this here and see what we make right now. What are we going to make? Click, quick, quick, quick. We've got things to save. 127,000. Right, so that's actually doing all right. So it actually goes in and out of the positive, but it depends how many people are going to get on board here. And then we just have to see hunt fossils, see if that makes any more money. Okay, you're actually getting a fair whack of people. I was going to knock a carriage off that, but I'm not going to anymore. I'm going to leave it. And these guys here, we'll go over and check those, but 26 out of 28 people, when that lands, that should make a little bit of money. So the only thing slowing these trains down making good money is probably the speed at which they can cover the distance. We'll leave them for a bit because our Runcorn Combats line goes into the millions and nets us some really good money now and then. And you can see by the money we're making here, we're doing pretty well. And while we're doing that, I'm actually going to go ahead because it's costing us $84,000 a year out of our back hip pocket to pay for loan stuff. So I'm going to actually repay a bucket load of loan now and leave myself about that much. And that's taking us down to only 3 million left that we have to pay in that. Right. While you're reversing there, let's go and fly a kite. Oh, ham, that joke's getting old, mate. Right. This is the log yard we have to save. We may as well get it down over to here, and I'll tell you why. The reason why is because I want to make Hankston the premium logging town for sending out for tools. Like Burger Hills need tools. There's going to be a lot of places that are going to need tools in the future, and if we have to get a connection across there, well, so be it in the future. But Hankston is going to become the premium timber town. So pause for me right now. Get rid of that train. All we need to do is literally to save this at the moment. Actually, you know what? We may as well. We'll just save it. We'll go ahead and save it, and then we're going to crack on with other stuff that we're going to do today. You don't need to be that. We're going to get a pickup point. Just the one, thanks. And how far down the road can we come? Because the more we shorten your trip, the better. So we're looking at about there. Right there. Okay, 60,000 for that. And you can take, I was going to say you'd be able to take a back road around there, but you actually can't. But you're going to, if we add more vehicles to that line, we're going to congest it. Well, you know, you could send that road around the actual foot of the mountain. It's not a bad idea. We can just get a bridge across here. Basically like that. Keep it nice and flat too. Yeah, actually that's good. Okay, well, we'll do that. Now, just this little curvy section here, I'm actually going to run that. I'm going to run that road straight into there because we like to make nice, neat roads. And in fact, why don't you just line that up? Smart idea. Don't be a smart aleck. You can keep that nice and flat for me though, thanks. It does curve your bridge just a little bit. There we go, that's better. Yep, brilliant. Bang, get that there because then we can run your road up into there. Right, so you're going to be like that. Actually, that's brilliant, just like that. Intersection there. And then we're literally going to follow you. I'll bring you around this way, but I want to keep you as flat as possible. Like that. Brilliant. Little tunnel, little cheeky tunnel, never hurt anyone. And I will end up bringing you. So we're going to make another intersection just here. We're going to bring you down into here like that. If I could make you straight to begin with, that'd be brilliant. Much better. Yeah, much better. And then this here, swing down into there. That's horrible. Who knew that that was such a light difference? Right, you're going to come around like that for me then. And that's going to be a much nicer section through there. All right, because we get a nice little rise there, I understand that. But that's going to make that a heck of a lot nicer for that. And that means our trucks now... Why didn't you just go over like that? Shut up. Why don't I do that as well? Okay. Who said you can't have both? Because one day we'll probably take this over to there. And I like the bridge going over the rail, even though that's... game. Game. Brilliant. That's how that's going. Okay. Established, done, and good. Right, so we've got our truck route there. Let's now take that line and add it to here. We're basically going to copy... it's Hankston, isn't it? Hankston. Hank Timber Supply. We're going to go Control C. I'm going to go new line from here to there. Yep, brilliant. That's brilliant. I thought it might take that way a little bit quicker. And make you just a darker brown for me and go like this. Go Control V and go number 2. Okay. As easy as that. Let's get some vehicles on it. Well, let's just get... It'll run at a bit of a loss because what you end up doing is you end up cannibalizing this one for that one. Because this doesn't need to be fed. Yeah. It's just a mechanic. It's just the way the game works, but whatever. Where's our truck stop? Yeah. Buy the vehicles. Let's just put 4 on. Let's just put 1 on it and save it. Send it to Hankston number 2. If you go, friendo, make it snappy. All right, make it snappy because you don't have long to get up there. In fact, I'm going to keep that there just to see how long we've got. Okay, we've still got 1.2 in the bank. You should be off and running. You are. Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be quicker to plonk you just there. Buy a vehicle. Set you on there. No. Saved. Okay, we are saved. Okay, brilliant. We can go ahead and delete that now. It must have to go a certain way on this journey. Maybe because when those two trucks crossed over. Anyway, saved. We don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it losing a little bit of money here and there. They don't really cost that much. Right, today, we're going to be, after all that, we're going to be establishing a freight yard down in here. We want to get a lot of this food sitting on the deck. Food, and we want to start feeding Stroud, Rift, and Hankston. They're going to be good money makers. We also want to take this crude oil that gets sent down to here and put it in a shunting train line, basically to follow all the way down here. And we want to establish a freight yard outside Hankston. Okay, Tweed Ironmore. That's an... Okay, whatever. That helps us not. That helps us not. All right, so... Wait, did the one we try and save... No, it didn't. Oh, hang on, it did. The one we tried to save, is that gone? No. The one we tried to save was up there, and that was a coal mine. Okay. Ham's losing it, gang. Ham's losing it. All right. So let's crack into getting this down on the deck. We're going to go with the big bopper cargo, please. The big bopper cargo. Yeah. Wait, have you got? You've only got these. Right now, just quickly, I'm going to pause for a sec, just quickly, because a lot of food's going on down here now at Fossil. In fact, are you getting enough food to service what you need? You don't. We do have a farm sitting right here. I did see that before. We can take this farm and send that food down into there because they actually don't have any food stored and their consumption is 116. Now, I don't want to throw any more trucks on this, right? We've got enough trucks on that one. In fact, all these trucks, these were the heavy ones, but I forgot to switch these ones out. So we're instantly going to replace those. It's going to cost us some money, but it means what it means is they can get up the hill a lot quicker. Okay, just FYI. I'm going to take this farm and plug it in. In fact, I'm going to mimic this little road here like it's... like it's an actual thing. Like a countryside road. And then we're just going to simply plug you in like about there. Yeah. I actually like that. All right. Buildings wise, I'll just take, I'll take one platform again at 30. Thanks. I probably should have done that with the other ones, but it doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. I can actually establish you over here. So it could actually make their truck stop outside of their area. Give me the other side, please. Now, you might have thought, why'd you plug that in if you're just going to take that to there? It gives the farm their own driveway, which I'm okay with, which later on, when we get to decorating, because we got some lovely hills here with these farms, we can do some beautiful farm decoration later on. And I think that's going to look really, really good. This one here, this truck stop, can now swoop into there. We get a nice, beautiful secondary connection there. And because this truck stop here is connected to that road, we've got a connection, right? So the farm would come and drop its goods off down here, and then the trucks have a shorter trip to go to take it to there, right? So basically, I want to take this line again. I want to take this line, and in fact, configure that. Let's give them a... Can I give them a little bit more cargo space now? Yes, I can. And a building. Right. It's just going to help them keep stuff stored on the deck. Right. While I was there, Ham, let's go this. Go Control C. Is this called Hunt Farm? This is called Fossil Farm. No, not to worry. We'll still use that. Let's go there. And we've got quite a busy truck stop in here that I don't want to congest that anymore. So we're going to add to it. And can we get street access? How do I feel about that? I would have preferred something like that. I'm not opposed to it. It's just going to make for connecting that to be a little bit more difficult. I didn't even click accept then. The game just did its own funny little thing. If I just take you to there. No, I hate that. I hate everything about that because this road is absolutely horrendous. Let me just fix this up. How are we going to do this? I'll show you how we're going to do it. We're literally going to take a road. Like that. This might end up becoming a 2-lane road. We're going to divert traffic early on. Look at this, early traffic management going on into an intersection there. All right, that's going to be much better. Yep. Okay. How does that affect my lines? In no absolute way. Brilliant. Okay. What about your oh no, we're not doing passenger lines, so that doesn't affect that at all. Right, brilliant. New line. No, not new line. This line. That station. Yeah. And why? Why? Delilah. Can you come in this way? No. Because you want to go out that way. Why can't you come down here and in that way? If you were willing to take one, you're willing to go that way. Oh, I see why. Because you have to come in here. That's not to worry. That'll be fine. That just defeats the purpose of that. Unless I now keep you on one. And we go fossil. Out and actually, what am I doing? I've completely missed the ball here. We don't need this line at all because we're going to send these we're going to send these dropping the food off to also bring the grain back. Ha 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 ha. From Fossil Farm Supply, you're going to go to there. So after Albert Road, you're literally just going to stop here. Pick that up. Spend as little time there as possible. Get as much as you can and bring it back. Right. How many trucks have you got on that, by the way? 22. Let's get you. Great. Not enough money. Oh, damn it. Somebody get me some money ASAP. Brilliant. All right, so that's that taken care of. That's going to save that. We're going to get some beautiful looking. I'm going to paint all this up to be farmland up in here. That's going to look fantastic between our towns. Right, the other option is because of that, because I want to increase the food supply going on around these places, is because eventually we're going to be setting up a river connection between Stroud and Huntsman, right? So we're going to increase the passenger service between there and then establish a trade connection between them as well, which is going to help the lowlands over here with the, basically, I like to call this like the northern section and the eastern and the western, but I call this the lowlands, right? Down here, the lowlands, the eastern sort of banks, and then the north cliffs. Right, so we're putting in our, now that you're up to sort of privy and you're privied up and know what's going on with the plan, we want to get this in. I want to get 4 straight away at 240. I know this is going overkill at the moment, However, my I'm just not caring. So we want to go this about here, right? And I'll tell you why. Because we have a lot of freight that we're going to be doing in and around here. Set up a main freight station in here just outside of Rift. So Rift will become quite a central hub for Stroud, Hankston, even sort of Citrus Point, and I always forget it. What is it? It's Citrus Hills and Dukin or Duckin. However you pronounce it, Dukin or Duckin, I don't care. One episode I'll call it Dukin, the next episode I'll call it Duckin. All right, so we're going to have a terminus, potentially freight station down here. A lot of trains will probably just shunt down to there, so it'll make no difference. We might even establish a train line that comes from here, actually out of here, and we might truck this crude over to here. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. Everything will get trucked to this. Right, I've managed to get in the freight yard down here. Rift will probably end up swallowing it up at some point. I'm predicting the future Rift might get a little bit bigger. But that's our freight yard. We're probably going to establish the depot to go along with it. Maybe might incorporate a live stream. We can all build that together. That could be a bit of fun. We're now going to establish a freight yard down here outside of Hankston. Now, because our freight yard is here, connecting lines up. Look, we want to run our passenger service, and then I want to basically run the freight line alongside the passenger service. I'm not opposed to running the freight line down the passenger service. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather keep the lines separate. But for now, it makes sense to run everything in one. So it's going to be a tight turn in here. I'm well aware of this also. Let's not have our key tracks, thanks. Let's take this over to here. We are at a height discrepancy there too. Right, pause. We want to get rid of this. And I know the game, you're upset. I know you're upset. You're always upset at me. Right, couple of things here. We're going to be running the line up like that straight away. That's going up that way because we've got stuff we want to bring around this way, and it's just going to be a thing. So straight away, I'm going to take this line and swing it on up there. Right. Then you're at a different height to that. What do you like if you come down to there for me? You're very, very tight there, and it's very, very high. Would have been better to move that over. Would have been better to sink the actual station down. No, I'm okay with it being up a slight. I'm okay with it being up slightly higher, to be honest. What do you give me if you do that? Much, much slower. $59's the best you're going to get there. I'm going to keep it. We're going to literally go like that. Do this. And do this. And that should... it's okay, that junction. Not brilliant. It's just going to be a slower entry in, but that's a much better connection point. It's not too steep up there in terms of where you're going. I'm okay with that though. It's totally fine. Right. We're also going to establish this to come... Basically, are we going to be able to get you to connect in there, or are you going to have to join your brother or your sister, whichever one you want? You're going to just do that. You're just probably going to do that, to be honest. This one here, same. You're going to have to run down there eventually. This one, however, could probably just do this. And look, this is all subject to change. I do change a lot of this early on stuff later on to suit the needs as we go. Do we need you to go in there? Do we need you to come from that way? No, we don't need to worry about you at the moment. we just need to worry about this probably. Getting a diamond in. Right, we'll just put a diamond in. So we've got switches there, that's fine. And then, right, next connection. Next thing, put the road back in because I don't like looking at that warning sign. It is annoying. We just want a flat junction here somewhere if we can, please, like that. Brilliant. Please tell me you're not going to cause trouble in terms of dipping my track. Not brilliant. Okay, I'll leave that there. Because we might just do something down here, or the AI might decide it wants to do something down there. Who knows? Okay, so brilliant. Got it. Good. Am I happy with that? I'm not totally happy with this because I don't know if I'm going to be wanting to throw lines down there. I don't think so. If anything, the most thing I probably would do is just also that. No, that works. Is probably take some rail over to there. That's probably what I would do eventually if I needed to. I don't need to because anything that exchanges here will get switched out and sent out another way. Right, let me just get a bit of a freight yard down here. Now, if we're going to be using Hankston as the timber specialist, I was thinking about giving them a port. We still may give them a port in the future, but for now they're just going to train. If they're going to have a port in the future, wouldn't you want to establish like this now? Oh, yes and no are the two things I want to say with that. It'd be better if you were like this, wouldn't it? I just want to see if this is how it works, all right? It's probably best we try and check this stuff out now. Tracks, give me this. That looks like it is how it goes. Oh, and then it comes in here. Oh, stop it, and then comes out this side. Are we running the key track off that? I don't think we need to. I think you could run that all the way to there before we hit there. But, and I say this in a... I don't mean to keep saying buts. How do we add... Is there a way? No, we can't. I was going to say, can we add more stuff? This is intriguing. I'm excited. I'm all about this. Although I've rinsed the bank balance by putting a lot of this stuff in. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just get the train to back up. Although it does come around here, doesn't it? Oh, hang on a second. Game changer. It doesn't line up. Oh, you pooey moi. This one's okay. All right, well, you know what? We'll play with it later. Either way, you're going to be coming down here. We're going to make you go like that. Because we're only running the train on one line there. So you're going to come in. And when you come out, you're going to back up. Like that. Brilliant. How much room do you want to wait? I want to get you just around a little bit further, please. Right, so we're going to go building. We're going to go that. We also have to establish a road in here. I don't know how this is going to work in terms of, I don't want key. I want Portuguese block concrete sleepers potentially. No catenary. Yeah, this one. Give me a length. 120 at least minimum. We could go a little bit longer. Right, so that's in there. Then all we have to do is get our track and hopefully plug back into there. Right, so we've got ourselves an established turnaround point down here anyway. Right, so it looks like I've managed to get a connection point, which is actually fed just down here. So you can see our actual, everything's connected here. So if I click on the road here, it's connected. Now I can get a truck stop in here and that should tell me that it is all married up. A little bit fiddly. I got a lot to play with this. I've never played with it before, but I'm actually really excited to give it a go. Can I just get a 20 meter in there? Thanks. So this, in theory, should give us a truck connection. In fact, if I go like that way, probably going to enjoy that a little bit more having you that way. Right, and if I can get a little faux building in here just to, that, thanks, configure, cargo, building. That's just going to give me a little bit more excitement as to having some more building stuff down here. And potentially, that's not going to help that, is it though? That's not going to get me my... No. Take that back out then. Put my building back in, thanks. Okay, so that truck stop, in theory, is connected to all this. Yep, there we go. That's actually brilliant. So we can actually have down here in Hankston what I actually wanted. Now, we're going to come... We could go some one-way roads here, but we're not. We're going to actually come like this. See, I'm going to do this. Right? We're going to do some one-way stuff here. The trucks are going to come down and in this way, and then they're going to go back out that way. Okay. Right. I'm actually really excited about this. I can't wait to see the train pull into here and then back around. It's going to be super duper exciting. Now, because I want to do the food and stuff, we may not get to that today. But we're going to give stuff a good crack anyway. We're first going to get the crude oil down here, right? So we need to establish a road connection over to here. It's still a fair distance, isn't it? But later on it won't be. It'll be much quicker. Much quicker than what sending... Yeah, look. You're still sending the trucks all the way down that way as opposed to just there. So, grit your teeth and bear it. Coming out here. Coming down this way. Do we want to just utilize this road? Take a peel off and go down that way? Yes, we do. And in fact, I still don't want to have these towns connected by vehicle. So I'm going to give it its own complete road. I'm going to cut down the side of this little mountain just here. Although you could just cut straight over there, Ham. Why don't you just that? That's not a bad idea. What do you think of that earlier, Ham? Yeah, like that. Oh, that's a much quicker way. Then come and join up with that intersection just there. Yeah, good idea, Ham. Full of good ideas today. Right, so that's going to be our new truck drop-off, right? That's not too bad, actually. Come fly through here. Come fly through here. Come fly. Don't sing, Ham. Everyone hates it. I don't hate it. You don't count. Oh. Sure. Right. That's going to be that. And that's that. So we just have to establish a connection to go from here to there. You know me. You know I love complex. Brilliant. So we're talking crude. Are we? We're talking crude. We're talking Hankston. Crude oil fire truck. That's it. All right, that's it. Now, I want to get this train line. Well, actually, hang on. Establish our road through here first. Good idea. And then get the connections set up for this. Get all the connections set up before you cancel anything. We're making good money. Gang, we are loan free. And you know what? Before we get onto that, let's build our headquarters on our private little island over here that we were going to put in. Where is it? We're over here. Private Dr. Evil Island. I don't know. Well, the only place we can get out to here is via boat, I think. I might do something fun with it. We can always change it and rebuild it if we're not happy with the exact spot of it. But I'll do some landscaping and stuff around it, make it look like we're going to land helicopters in and stuff. For the moment, our little shack on our island is horrible. It's just got a bathtub out the front. It's the cruddy. Oh, I actually don't mind if you leave. It would cost millions to get a road down from there. So I'm actually okay with that. As long as we don't lose you and you and you. If we do, we're going to have to work quick. We're going to have to work fast and we're going to have to work quick. All right, can we go back to normal speed? Because we're now debt free and making money. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is bloody brilliant. Keeping you flat through there. Keep you flat for as long as the train station. Yes. And then we're going to have you curve down to the road like that. Get a nice little intersection just there. And we're going to do the same over here. Actually, I'm going to bring you like this. Right. I'm going to take you down there. Same deal. And then we're going to curve you to there. I'm going to take that road out. Right. Gives rhyme and reason as to why we have these roads like that. I think they look really good established like that. Right. Truck stop time, building. We will go with these ones. I will go with 20s and we can add more later as we go. For now, we're going to establish it like this. Okay, and we can always make them... Why don't you just make them bigger now? Hey, look, they cost money the bigger you make them. I get the do it now to save the pain later idea. I do. But sometimes you still got to be smart about things, okay? Brilliant. Okay, that's our truck stop up there. So, and we can always ever expand it. Right, so that means we're taking literally that crude over to here. Oh, this is going to be a brilliant... If we can get this established today, this is going to be fun. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. So we're going to take this line. No. To there. Okay. And I have been forgetting to do this, by the way. Because we still want that. We still want quick turnarounds with these trucks. And you are literally going to be rift. Crude line. Fire truck. Okay. Right. Next line. We're going to go from here. Down into here. Oh, you beauty. Back into there. Oh, you delightful thing. And then we're going to paint you that color. Now, are you avoiding the passenger route? Yes, you are. However, don't forget, Ham, when you want the passengers to go up there, what are you going to do? Right? That's a job for another time. Now is just to get the line in, established, and making money. What about your turnaround? That's still going to be temporary though. Okay, well, so we're going to have it temporary until I figure out how I'm going to do this any better. It is going to be, oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? I think something has just piqued my interest in terms of how we're going to establish. Right. Get rid of this line because we don't need it at the moment. Something may have just come to fruition that might help us establish the ability to get trains doing what we want to do. Can you stay up for me? Come on, game. Give me what I want. You know what I'm trying to do here, don't you? Can you... Okay. We might be able to get rid of these lines because these make no difference at the moment. I don't like the fact that that is plenty of height for a vehicle to get under. I'll just say that right now. So, devs, if you can't get a truck under that with a small bridge, give me a call and I will. Okay. Give me a break here. I want this line to get around there. Are you going to do it now? I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do all this now. You know what? Let's do this now and get it done right. Let's get it done the first time and get it done right. So we know the passenger line's coming up here and we want it to keep going on, but it's also going to double back. If we're going to do this, then we're going to take the freight line off here. You're taking the freight line off there? Yep. We're running the freight line. We will get it into the line. However, trains go up, trains come back. So, this here can go into there. Okay, we know it can go into there. Okay, that's totally fine for it to do what we had it doing. Okay, it's totally fine for it to be doing that. Okay, because it's going to be heading up that way. No, it's not. I'll switch which station it comes into because it's got to head out that way. So we're going to be coming up and around and in this way. Right. Next. Our turnaround point here is going to... I'm deleting trees, not actual track. Our turnaround point here, because we have to be wary of the fact that we might have track heading out this way too. If you do, it's got to head down also at that angle. So I'm going to take that down now. And then I'm going to take you and follow the road for me. Just so I know what our established height is there, right? That we're working with down there. As far as that goes, okay? That's brilliant. That's good. Got it good. Now, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Good. Okay. We're going to do this properly and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. There's no point half doing it and then having to come back and scratching your head for 20 minutes going, what the heck did I do here? All right. I want you now, because here's the other thing. We might still run a shunt train over from that island. Oh, really? This is what's tilting me a little bit about these roads. Why can we not get the train over that much road? I know you can with that. I don't really want it to climb though, do I? but I will climb it. I will climb it for the purpose of this. So for the moment, I'm going to bring you to here. Bring you to here. I'm just sort of... We're going to get this. I'm going to get this. Whether you like it or not. We're going to start coming up just here. That will probably head over that way. I don't... Oh, come on. You cannot tell me that's going to have a sook about that. There we go. The funny thing is you could put a concrete bridge in and it would be absolutely fine about it. That's what I find absolutely miserable about that. Right, that's going in there. Can you... Okay, get ourselves to about there. Right, 1 second. Okay, because I think I can do this just a little bit better than that. No, damn it. Now I can take some track out and fix this shortly, but just 1 second. We're going to get this. Hang in there with me because this is going to... Once we're done, it's going to look brilliant. It's a bit overboard. Overboards are... I'm going to run the... Am I going to run the concrete bridge now? I mean, it shouldn't be. It should be that. Concrete bridge. Like the times would suggest... The times that we're in suggest this bridge. So we're going to go with it. Now we get to run at this level height here the whole way. Are you happy with that? No, well, here's the thing. Now I can actually take this, right, and make it how I want. Can I actually take that out? Have I done myself a disservice here by doing this? Not really. What I do want to go is to like there. And make sure I'm not clipping the actual thing like that. Right. We're looking there. You're down to 46 there. Down to 46. Just take it to there. That's 46 there now, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I just want that little bridge. That's going to give me a much nicer gradual swoop up and around there. Brilliant. And that's exactly what we're going to do at the other end. When we get into modern days, I'm going to switch these bridges out because I really love the look of those other bridges. Right, and the other good thing is we can actually bring this one into here. We could do multiple things with these tracks. Really, really happy about that because what we can do is we can take this track and we can turn around underneath the other one that we've got going on up here at the moment. So let's take this track here. We want to keep flat because we now have our established height. I'm going to get you back up this way, please. Keep coming around for me just a little bit further. That might get a readjustment later, but for now we know where we are. I'm just going to literally do that just so we know, okay? Just so we know. Right, so you're coming around to here. Oh, that's... Come on, I know you can do it. Just don't fight me on this. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now we are quite high. Don't care. Start to come down. Start to come down about there for me. Oh, yes, perfect. Absolutely perfect. You're going to hate this road though, aren't you? You're going to hate the road. But the road's going to get a change up. Because the road doesn't dictate the rail. Okay. That's not necessary either. Fix this up. Fix this all up. Right, nice and lengthy down there. We're going to bypass the train station here. I want to get my flat bit of track running here, right? Flat bit of track here. That's the track we're going to plug into, which will give us the actual gradual line we want from here down to there. Right. That is going to give us the nice gradual track up there, meaning that our trains won't run too slow early on. Right, brilliant. Then, are we going to keep it off there? You know, I think we can. The train's going to come down this way, isn't it? And then back up that way. Sure. Why don't we do that? And it can merge in around there. Keeping the passenger line free for later. Even though we're going to have trains running up and down it. Train will run... I think the train runs this way. So it'll run up there and around and in and back down through the station this way. Coming this way. Oh, that's going to be no good. It kind of needs to establish its own rail, doesn't it? If you know what I mean. And then you're going to have to come around. We're going to... Yeah, and you're swinging into the wrong station because I'm giving you a connection there. Because if I go like this now... Right? And I take you off Rift Central 1 and put you on 2. I need you to come around for me though, champ. Champ. Let's just say we have it. Let's get a signal. Right. Central, add that. Brilliant. Now, is it brilliant? It's only running on itself at the moment, but what I'm going to have to try and figure out here, when we get the passengers going, I might take this out and head up with this. And we might actually take the one line all the way up and down. Why don't you just do it now? You're serious, aren't you? Like, just play the game and enjoy it. If you're having fun building the track like this, build it, Ham. I'm actually having fun building the track like this. And what's your stinking problem? I don't have a stinking problem. Except for when Hank makes a smell. Tracks narrow up here. Keeping room for the inside track. May as well do this properly now and properly that. Okay, you're gonna go like that. I want you to smarten up and follow suit. Okay, this is just to get the angle right of this track, right? So we're going to bring you around, not like that. We're going to bring you like, keep you straight there. It's a lot of trial and error, what I'm trying to do here, because when I'm going... So that rule where you were going to make everything line up, yeah, it's gone out the window, hasn't it? I mean, run on the one track, run passengers and freight, yeah, it's gone out the window. decided on a new trick. And I think I'm all about it. Now, hopefully we can squeak you past there. Brilliant. That's worked out well. Now, our lines here, all we have to do is just a quick little change up down here. You don't need to go in there. You don't need to go in there. It's not going to take much of a change up. You're now going to come into here. Oh, not like that though. Not like that, you're not. Let's get you sent up here first. Right. Beautiful. Lovely. Good. Let's get you now sent around here. Oh, beautiful. And that should still have our train line, right? Brilliant. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, because I haven't actually finished the track off up this end. Right. So, pretty simple. Pretty simple, Simon, said the pieman. Keep coming along here. Eventually, we might make this wider. I don't think we need to. Now, I need to get you up to height so I can swing you in over the top here. I might still establish a connection down here along the road for these people, for this train service to connect up into this freight yard. But for the moment, I'm not. I'm much happier I'm doing this, I'll be honest. I need you to establish the height for me. That's the height at which you need to be at, is it? Here's the thing, because getting this... the angle I've given myself is not brilliant. Get like that. Get like that. Yep. Brilliant. It's just a slight little Humpty-Doo down there. Okay, how are we going to get you so you're not so on top of that rail like that? No, you don't need to do that yet. Okay. Now we're going to take you back. We're going to run you down very nice and gently as far as we can. To do this, to get the nice and gentle that I want, I have to get rid of a lot of this. Where was my flat bit there? I'm going to get rid of you just for the moment because I don't want you running, because we've got a high one here that's going to try and clip onto you. And I want you to establish a nice big flow up to there. Brilliant. Good. Take you back just a peg. You should be a touch lower. Brilliant. Oh, yeah. You love it when it works. I thought it was going to be a big effort doing that, and I was almost going to half it today, and half, I'm not going to say, well, I mean, I will basically half-ass it, basically, is, but I don't like to say that. But I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I stuck to my guns a little bit. I would like dirt there, but I'm happy to leave the bridge for a bit. Am I happy with this? I'm not happy with it. I don't like these bridges. I think they're horrible. But they're period given, so I'm going to leave them. How do we feel about a track ride? Oh, I'd love a track ride. What about a freight yard? Oh, I'd love a freight yard. So similar sort of thing, except when we take this one down and around here, we already have the ability to take these lines up and around here now, right? And we have the ability to take this one and do the same, right? You get what I mean? We can sort of do the same and join those up. So we have turnarounds at each side. That's what I'm saying. Except anything that might come up into here. We can work that out later. For now, I've got what I want here, and we can work on the rest later. Complexity is key. Let's establish ourselves a new depot. That is how we'll run that. Just temporary. Okay. You got to get this road back in, otherwise people are going to sook. Whinge and sook. I know, we got a lot of whinges and sookers. Really? Whinges and sookers. Shut up. Oh, we're going to come over here, and then what are you going to do? Try and go under there? Are you going to do that by putting a tunnel under? Yeah, just a slight tunnel, if it'll allow me. If it will have me. You know, given that that is high enough for a bridge, right? Just put the tunnel in here. Be done with it. Yeah, okay. You get carried away too much sometime there, friendo. Oh, yeah, I tell ya. Just a horrible section of road there, though, when it does that. When you have the tunnel, I don't know why the game makes you tunnel so far. But it does. Okay. Everyone stop whinging now. You've got a connection back. Very complex, very fun indeed. Look at that. Holy crap. And lots more to go, because it's probably going to evolve and change depending on what lines we have to use next. Right. This line you've got here, you haven't actually told the line what it is. Well, it's pretty easy. It's basically Hank and Rift crude. Yep. Via train. Right. Brilliant. Get a train on it then. Well, first I'm going to divert. First I'm going to divert these trucks. Manage the vehicles, and I'm going to put them on Rift crude oil. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this line, and I'm going to delete it. Right, and then I'm going to get this line and add trucks on it. 26. Set those on Hank crude oil. Right, that's a lot of trucks flying up and down that road. I'm well aware. Hey, look at the passenger train going. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy we're not going to interrupt the passenger train, because we're going to have more passenger trains flowing up and down there eventually. Okay, engine. Ladies and gentlemen, news just in. We now have the GWR 060 saddle tanks. Oh, yes, we do. The 060 saddle tank Buffalo class, there were many saddle tank engines built by the Great Western Railway from the 1860s onwards. This included the 266 built between 70 and 81. I think we're going to go this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right, these do 64. They are a bit more expensive. They go much quicker, which is going to help us. Their weight, 32 tons. Their tractive effort's not as good, is it? No, their tractive effort's better. That's what we're going to go. It's going to cost us 2.7 still. I'm excited for this. What a time to get that. Not only that, but we have steam vehicles. There we go. Okay, look at what we just got after all those trucks I just put on too. Buy vehicles. We now have Oh no, well they're passenger, but we did get these. So at 1 ton, they take 5 cargo at 1 ton. I would have got 5 cargo there as well. They do 20 clickety clacks. These do 18 at 0.5. They're 1.5. So we've got a nice middle of the road for a little extra. I think we'll worry about putting those and switching some trucks out next. And I think as we do this series, it's going to be important if we go around and upgrade all our trucks as we go and not wait till we get to 1960 and we've still got wagons running stuff around. I don't think that would be very smart of us. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think today in the comments section down below. We're going to set you on Hank Rift. Oh, yes, we are. Here it comes. The 060. Oh, I'm all about. I love this train so much. It's why I got this mod in the in Billy Bluff series. I love this train so much. Gang, I'm not going to do too much of the cutting and editing on this track ride. I want to experience this track ride first person all the way, just because of the way we've got the line situated. I don't want to cut away from it. So enjoy this track ride today. We might go at 2 times speed anyway, just to make it a little bit zippier down there and back. We'll go 2 times. Please consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. If you've got any questions, queries, comments, tips, hips, or tricks. I put tips and tricks together and call it hips, and then tinks. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Please enjoy this track ride, and I'll see you guys very soon for some more Transport Fever 2. Get out of here.